with the Aegis and Peach Palutena. Really, really good combos that have gotten these two teams thus far. Some excellent synergy for all these teams. They definitely have been practiced, and they're going to be bringing their skills to the field here. Let's see what happens in game one.
And we're going to be sticking with the small battlefield, actually, even into this new set here. I mean, we will find out if this is, you know, maybe this is the meta now. Maybe they're slowly learning that PS2 is probably not the aggressive stage.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And of course, we want to make sure that these are fast-paced battles. We don't want to like have to wait it out, and like doubles can run like really long games a little bit because sometimes no one really wants to pull the trigger. Everyone's trying to play as non-committal as possible. I mean, this kind of takes that out of the meta. You're like, look, we're going in.
Yeah.
Float cancels from MuteAce, trying to stay elusive, trying to stay hard to pin down, hard to follow. Right now, some good shield discipline from Light as well is making it harder for you to get your confirms. And now Chase is already on the receiving end of a kill screen, kill hit, so you gotta be careful.
And again, we're just kind of in that situation again where we're trying to split up into the 1v1 situations, but neither teammate is willing to let that go into that. But there it is already, slowly keeping them each other at bay on the opposite side of stage here. This is exactly the key moment you want for doubles. And Cosmo's doing an excellent job at keeping MuteAce at bay here, but Chase coming in with the save, but MuteAce still dies.
Yeah, yellow team was kind of like not doing well in those 1v1s, I'll say. I feel like once Cosmos and Light were able to divide and conquer, it really kind of just happened. They just kind of fell into the stocks and we're like, okay, great, I'm just edge guarding, and that's just kind of how this game's got to go.
Yeah.
And if you can replicate, that's great, but like we got to see MuteAce and Chase kind of like reconvene and converge. Nice, good tech.
Wow.
Oh my God!
Done!
The save as well, but no tech. Gave him the chance, but he actually fumbled it a little bit.
The double save from Cosmos just was not enough. Chase was ready every single time.
Yeah, Chase and MuteAce both following up so effectively and kind of like expecting that he's going to tech in those situations and just having a secondary option.
Yeah, the down smash though is going to close out that second stock on Chase now. It's being sent to his last stock. All we gotta do now is close this out sooner or later. Most likely sooner though on this MuteAce stock here, so they can both be sent to their last stock. It's a pretty good position right now. Somehow Cosmos is still on his first stock.
Yeah, I mean, being able to stay alive. Again, you have like the speed with Mythra. You can't avoid a lot of stuff. If you just like get a couple hits and then run away, you can stay alive for long enough. But of course, things like that are going to be really punishable. You're going to take that hit on the chin. And even though the yellow team is on last stock apiece, if they are able to take out Light right now, you could force the same out of green team.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Cosmos is kind of throwing these smash attacks right now. I mean, nothing just yet has landed, though, but they are looking to close this out sooner or later. I mean, who knows? Green team is just trying to sneak in, and Light is slowly making his way. Explosive Flame on MuteAce. Little bit of that team damage, though.
Yeah, and Light just is able to hold shield on the ledge and not really have to do anything. Like, you just wait for the wrong option from your opponent, and you punish. And now... And MuteAce trying to keep Cosmos at bay, not allow him to help out Light in the recovery. They gotta, like, we gotta have Chase really finish Light soon because honestly, like, MuteAce can't buy that much time from him. Nice.
Oh, that down tilt could not
so close. Gotta tech this.
Else.
No, untaggable.
Multi-hits. You love multi-hits. You gotta
sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, I play Zelda.
I don't love multi-hits, but you may love multi-hits. But look at that. Hit the splits on him.
Where are you going? Okay,
it doesn't matter, yeah. That was a misdirection. That was misdirection right there. Light's like, hey, look at me. And Cosmos is like, gotcha.
Back here.
Yeah, good stuff. So even, I think Cosmos picking up the slack where he recognized like Light was kind of having to let up on the gas. He's like, oh, he's got to recover. All right, cool. I'll finish this right now because I have myself in a perfect position to do so. So that's the shot calling. That's the trigger pulling that I expect from Cosmos. That's what I expect from Light. So MuteAce and Chase, they seemed strong enough in like keeping it competitive, but I think like they are losing the stocks together at the same time. I think in these 1v1 situations, especially the one at the beginning of that game, are not working out in their favor. So I think that more team combos got to be in the works. I think we got to get more here. It's really hard to say like what the game plan is going forward.
Yeah, again, I mean, Cosmos and Light are sticking together for the most part here, and even then, as we saw, again, Cosmos was pretty much the MVP of that game. Like, I've got to say it. you know, saved Light twice. Unfortunately, still died for it, but it's okay. Getting that last killing blow there, especially tanking all 3 stocks for as long as he could there.
Yeah.
And yeah, just definitely was able to put in the work there for that first game.
That's true.
And going on into game 2 here, we will see what the plan is and if we are still staying on Smottle Battlefield here.
Yeah, I mean, what did lay a lot of the good groundwork that you need. Cosmos just got to keep holding on to that fire, honestly. We are going right back to small battlefield. We're not adding in the triplat, unfortunately, so we're going to see a continuation. I mean, it looks like everybody seems comfortable enough on this stage. It's no problem. All right. A lot of dash attack already. Light going in, trying to get as much of this like close range melee scraps as you can. God.
Just like cute little up air train from Light there. You love to see it.
Having to switch foes on a dime. Like, they're turning around and like, I'm going to hit you, and then all of a sudden you're right here, so I'm going to hit you. Like,
yeah.
Swinging at anybody in the near vicinity. Like, I'm just like in the mosh pit.
And act like you don't know nobody.
That's right. So we got to see what's going on in here. MuteAce, I mean, it was at the right float hop height, but like, yeah, of course, when Chase is out smashing the wrong way, there's not much you can do there. Oh my. Oh, okay.
Double parry?
Yeah, right.
Question mark? Oh my gosh. Light is just on a spree right now. He's got both yellow team off stage here, but cannot finish off those stocks here. And now we're just seeing a complete, like, table's just being turned right now. Now
yeah.
Green team was in the disadvantage
That
there.
does flip the dynamic for sure. I did think it was good. Light was playing the destruction duty again, but then of course Cosmos didn't have anything in the tank, didn't have anything that he's bringing out as the follow-up for punish. So yeah, you see Light just kind of fall by the wayside, and now Cosmos does too. I feel like MuteAce is the only one on 3 stocks. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Wow, okay, just like that, you finally take MuteAce to 2nd stock, but Green team is looking dire, especially now that, yeah, you see Light getting comboed out. Great edge guard, and another spike as well. We're looking for a second, the 2-peat for Chase. Feeling confident. Yeah,
most definitely. I mean, with that movement that Chase has going on right now, I would most definitely be feeling confident. And again, this is gonna sting for Green team here. Gotta make up for 2 stocks lost there, and yeah, slowly but surely gonna be doing so.
Yeah, we just gotta get the damage. I mean, obviously these 2 characters have really good combo potential, and clearly Pyro Mythra grabs into a Fox forward smash, up smash. Those are really good win cons for that team. So if they're able to replicate at lower percents, you might be able to steal something a little early. You just have to okay. All right, bro.
We're just parrying everything.
Sure, whatever.
Just toss it at me, I'll parry it.
Top players, they're like, yeah, it's doubles. I'm just flashing shield like crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, good shield, waiting. Okay, MuteAce gonna have, oh no, okay, almost get something here. Chase, meanwhile, on the ledge, is still waiting for something to happen.
Just gonna catch him with an air there again. Cosmos trying to help out Light here, but again, MuteAce is on the job already.
Yep.
And yeah, there is Chase handling Light there, so now all they've got to worry about is Cosmos on stage here.
Wow.
And it's looking rough for Green team.
Light died 4 times. That was a clinical takedown on Light. Like, that was so targeted.
It was personal.
It was personal. And you could tell MuteAce and Chase were like, get him out of here. Get this guy out of here. We can focus on Cosmos right now because guess what? You know, Fox is kind of hard to deal with in a 2v1 situation. But I think Pyra and Mythra, like, Mythra is fast, but she still has to deal with a lot of stuff. And sometimes foresight doesn't really help you. Like, to be honest, in a 2v1, when you're foresighting one character's hit and then their partner comes back in, you're like, oh, yeah, foresight doesn't look so good now, does it? All of a sudden, your little win button doesn't work. Uh-oh. All right, but that means we're going to game 3, 1 apiece. These sets are getting more and more competitive, Caliber. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. This is the home stretch right now. I mean, of course, it's only game 3, but again, it's just gonna. It all comes down to this pretty much because as I usually like to say, the game 3 is just the pivot point pretty much in the sets here because
that's true.
Not only is someone going to take the lead, but it also kind of just depends like for the rest of the momentum for the set here. If it's going to be a 3-1 or if we're going to, you know, rile it back up into a game 5 situation.
True.
So we'll see.
That is true. At the same time, like, both of these teams have shown that they have a proclivity for adapting. Like, they are able to adapt very well, and I think the counter adaptations are going to continue to happen. We might see it go back and forth and back and forth. It's hard to say that one team is going to be able to carry momentum between games. You would think for sure, based on like how good these players are, but I mean, I really think that things can switch so quickly on a dime, so you never know. We'll have to see what is in store for us. Chase's headphones almost falling off. Oh my god. What are they talking about?
They're laughing. Something's got to be funny. I don't know what it is.
These are like practical jokers up there on the mic. Oh my god. Right off just runs off with side B. I love, okay, Cosmos, I see. That's the energy we're going in. That's demon time.
It is demon time here. We are not wasting any more time. We are here to get to work for Game 3.
Okay. Still having to think about like what's next here for Cosmos. Cosmos just waiting in the defense. Like, okay, I'll catch anybody who goes over the platform, but unfortunately can't even do that. Now he's put in the corner. Chase, if you get there, down there, yes, we do.
Yeah, that's.
And actually wasn't content with that. Tried to trump Light as well with the quick teleport as well. Didn't get it, but I like the effort.
I saw that. Yeah, Chase is just being greedy right now, but in the best way possible because it is working in his favor. So you can just tell the gods are on his side right now.
Greed is good, and we love it. A little bit of greed never hurt anybody, but right now we got to make sure that we keep this momentum. This is what you talked about, you know. Light and Cosmos already off to a bad start, but Chase and MuteAce, they just got to play it a little bit safe. Slow down the pace if you can, and let these two approach characters approach on you.
It's looking pretty good right now for yellow team. Still got their first stocks to hold on to here, and green team fighting their way back here. Gotta make it up somehow, and Light will find two up smashes back to back. He was just standing there, and Chase took it.
Yeah, just like, I'm definitely throwing that out again. And you get one too. Don't think I forgot about you.
Another one.
Yeah, another one for real. Light still playing really hot right now. And even though you are getting kind of boxed out off stage, on stage, you're still that monster that everybody knows to fear. Low float height, perfect positioning for Mute. You don't have a turnip, but that's okay. We probably don't want to have a turnip here in this situation.
There's almost like no time for projectiles or turnips in this case.
True.
There's just so much happening on the screen here. Oh my gosh.
Okay, here we go. Finally gets a chance, and we are going to be able to catch Light, follow him off the top, and going back in. Okay, we're looking for the side B. MuteAce, I think, a little bit optimistic there, but nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and even potentially Cosmos losing this stock here, but gonna go with a dare. Could not get a confirm off of it, but it's okay. We're gonna be switching to the Mithra here. Gotta get more speed. But the Nair coming out from MuteAce. They're going to be closing it out. And now, Light and Cosmos on their last stock.
Good up tilt stuff. Lots of damage here. Low percent against Chase. Chase got to get out of that one fast. You can tell with on one stock, like, MuteAce is doing the stock tanking right now. We got to get Light. This is where it's time to focus on Light again. The same way that we won the last one, we got to do it again.
Yeah.
Like, Chase has the edge guarding potential, but now MuteAce has to contend in the 1v1 versus Light as Cosmos starts to come back into the fray. Obviously, Light off stage, going to have to buy your partner some time.
Yeah, either way, this is still a good position right now for yellow team. I mean, again, MuteAce still hanging on to that second stock. But again, you gotta take it, gotta live a little longer right now. But now it's gonna be brutal for Cosmos to thug this one out when you're playing against Peach and Palutena.
That's true. I don't know. I mean, at this point, you gotta watch out because there's a turnip. There's always a follow-up option. We are gonna clank with that turnip this time. It does work out. A lot of those big swings can at least give yourself some safety, even though they are technically quote-unquote punishable. We're not gonna see like a heavy follow-up because again, neither of them wants to go in against Pyre because if they both get caught, that's not good. So they have to go in one at a time.
Yeah, most definitely. They're just kind of empty jumping right now, seeing what the move is, what Cosmos plans to do here.
Oh my God.
Just kind of throwing out moves, trying to get something to land, and the dare coming out from MuteAce. Just a little chip damage here. Gonna get the separation going, but again, Cosmos just having a hard time right now, sneaking in.
And they're playing Leapfrog as well so effectively, so it's hard to keep an eye on one of them. You have to micromanage where both of them are at any given moment, and they are just basically empty hopping, jumping over each other, and consistently threatening your space. And that's what's the real problem here, because as Cosmos, you have to throw out a move, and you could try to preempt with your Destroy, and it can be good, but, I mean, even Mithra can't make a miracle happen.
Yeah, it was just really rough there for Cosmos to make up for that deficit there, unfortunately. But again, we are going to be seeing now Chase and MuteAce take the advantage. 2-1, one more game to close it out and face Mia and Hurt.
Yep, set point for them right now. Just means that they got to continue the same game plan that has been working, which is focus Light. Focus Light down. Get him off stage. Don't let him come back.
Most definitely. Even though Cosmos was the MVP for our game one there, Light is most definitely doing most of the dirty work. So
a lot of combo stuff. It's like you got to get the damage. He's getting the up smashes as well. He's following up well enough. And Cosmos just isn't like he's having to switch into Pyro when he wants these big hits.
Yeah.
And if he wants to take the kill, he has to switch into Pyro, which is a risk because you don't want to lose the speed of Mithra in this matchup.
Right. Yeah. So it is a big trade-off when you're playing Aegis, especially in doubles, because it's like at those moments, the crucial moments that you need heavy hitting, but you also don't want to lose that momentum, as you said, Nerf. So it is a big trade-off that when to know, okay, do I still stay as Mithra? Do I switch into Pyra? You know, what do I prioritize here? Is it speed? Is it stock taking? Is it damage? Do I help my team out faster? It all just depends on awareness and just being able to make the right calls.
Right, and this is one of those teams where it's like both characters can play both roles. It's like, I'll do the combos, you do the kills.
Yeah.
But like, in this way, they can both do that, but it is I would say it's better for Light to be able to take his positions and try to get those big, quick kills that you need from like the forward smash, the up smash, the back airs, stuff like that are really important. And obviously, he's been playing well enough in the neutral, but he's setting himself up for the right positioning for these follow-ups that like, I feel like we just got to keep it going, but we got to find probably more presence, I think, from Cosmos.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, stuck on the platform. Yeah, looking for the platform coverage as well. Okay, Foresight going to help you out. Chase still having to deal with that that lag while you're still in the end lag of the move. No follow-up on the plat, no tech though, so got to be careful on that one. The quick jab, I like that. So MuteAce just trying to jab check on platform, just trying to see what Light's going to do, what Cosmos are going to do on the jab hit.
Oh, wow. Light was ready for that. He forward throw MuteAce and saw Chase approaching him. All right, goodbye. Up smash.
That's the thing. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Light is going to continue to take point for these kills. It's like, okay, you just send them to my way, and I got it. I'll cover.
Yeah, I'm good. Are you good?
I'll do my job. I'll do my job. And right now, Cosmos just kind of like empty hopping, looking for some empty pressure, waiting for something, waiting for MuteAce or Chase to pull a trigger too haphazardly. So far, they've been patient enough, but yeah, again, Light is taking a lot of liberties, coming alive right now.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the green team is turning this around in their court here. They do have 3 stocks still to a piece here, but again, yellow team fall to that, losing 2 stocks already. This is going to be a brutal one to make up for.
All right, still, it's a lot to deal with. The mental stack is starting to happen. Yep, getting caught in the up air as well. You try to come in to save your partner, but you get caught in it as well. You scooped right up. And Palutena able to throw out one of those big active moves like that with the freedom that you can like catch some of those 2-for-1s.
Yeah, I mean, still have to take that Cosmos stock very soon here. 122%. As much as they also have to focus on Light here. I mean, he's not doing too much in that corner. It's just kind of, you know, wandering about, just doing minding his business. I mean, you know, a couple of lasers. He's keeping his space, he's keeping his distance.
Yeah, you have to at this point. You want to give it a wide berth. You don't want to get too close to that because, of course, like this edge guard is starting to look really good. Cosmos gets a grab, tries to send him back, parrying every single back air. Light has not gotten hit by a single one.
Oh yeah, very strong back air coming out from Light. They're going to secure another stock off of Chase now. And this is the turning point right now, actually, for Green Team. and it's looking like it could possibly a game 5.
Yeah, definitely. We're still keeping it even again, like both teams in a relatively similar position, except for Chase. Chase is the only one who's kind of like lagging behind. I feel like we just got to figure something out, get Light out of here. Again, they are unable to really do that, and there it is. I don't know what exactly sent Chase down there without a jump or without any resources, but that's going to be a restock necessary, so this is looking really bad for Yellow Team now. That was the worst kind of thing that can happen.
Yeah, that game 5 is definitely looking pretty good right now to Green Team here, the way that they are playing. And again, the separation once again. And there it is, that little toss off, that ping pong action that you love to see in doubles. And that's just what it counts down to. But again, Green Team off stage here, gotta make it back somehow. Chase finds an entry point, and it will be the dash attack.
Yeah, of all the things, it's still a risk, but you go for it and you get the reward here. But at last stock, everyone involved looks like we're getting close to death for both Yellow Team players. I mean, you can use the rage, I'll say that. You're staying alive well enough, but like this is so tough, especially when they're doing this like double duty. You can tell MuteAce having to get around some of these hits is tough, but then also having to get some of your own is even tougher, because right now Light is, coming alive, just like running up and going for it.
Yeah, he can definitely just let it rip, because he does not lose anything taking that risk, and a back air to close it out. We're going to game 5, ladies and gentlemen, and they-thems.
All right, we are going to game 5 indeed, and Cosmos and Light, you know, they were able to set that up really nicely. Like a consistent build of momentum in that game is really important, but who knows? I mean, this next one could be even more dangerous, just because, I mean, we've seen MuteAce and Chase have like really good team synergy and team synergistic combos. We didn't get to see too much of that. They didn't get to like hone in on beating Light. So if they want to switch, if they want to focus Cosmos, that might be a mix-up. Like Light might not be expecting to have to come in and protect Cosmos a little bit more. We know that it is easy to kind of beat on Pyramithra a little bit, because they do have that lackluster recovery, but we just got to find the edge guards. So far, that's what has really been making or breaking each of these games.
Yeah, this is going to be the deciding factor, though. I mean, who can come up with the best game plan right now? Because again, this is it. You've only got this last game to make it to Grands, to once again fight and face to Mia and Hurt. And again, as both players are all just kind of conversating right now, figuring up what the game plan is, what the situation is, how do we take down the other team. And, you know, we are going to find out very soon as we hop into the last game 5 here. And Battlefield actually will be the big.
We got the platform. Finally, we're getting a little bit of a switch up, but keeping the same kind of background scenery. Love to see it. So let's see what happens with the triple plat now. This is going to make things crazy, because Light is going to be able to find these big ladder combos. But at the same time, Palutena can't do the same thing.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, these vertical combos are going to be all the more necessary. That's why you can see Chase starting to get a lot of this good stuff, and catching some nairs as well. Catching air dodges, trying to force Cosmos to the platform. We got some really nice scraps going on from Yellow Team right now.
Yeah, especially MuteAce. I mean, he was just kind of dragging along the Light on the left side of stage there. Just a bunch of, you know, short hops and the floats and whatnot, just doing Peach things as always. So again, this is looking a little bit better for Yellow Team here, but again, they gotta secure the stocks and make this happen soon.
Unfortunately, you do get the hit on your teammate, and then that leads to your opponent's team comboing you. That's not great.
Yeah.
But we do get a spike there. Good tech on the stage from Mute, getting out of dodge really quickly. And now see Chase trying to get back feet on ground. That's great. Now, what's this edge guard looking like? Are we able to get anything? No, a grab of all the things. Okay.
Yeah, and I love that Light is now taking the front lead here, as we saw there with the two Phares out there creating that distance and making way for Cosmos to be able to now kind of step foot in here and get some more damage going there as well for their team.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of hesitation coming out from Yellow Team. They're really unable to, like, there's some moments where they can take some opportunities, some liberties, but they are kind of like dropping the ball in those situations. They kind of just disengage, try to reset to neutral. But there's a ways for them to like get some hits, get some wins in the neutral, and we're not seeing those right now. I think we just got to see them play a little bit more confident, because right now, yeah, that hesitancy is really starting to play against them. So far we have another 1v1 situation. The divergence of the two teams starting to come in. I mean, Chase is having to come in for the protection of MuteAce. Wow. Light is parrying everything without batting an eye.
Yeah, they're locked in. I mean, you've got to be locked in when it's this deep into bracket here. Game 5 nonetheless. And again, wow.
Hit your own teammate, I guess. That's okay, sure.
Yeah, that's a tough one there.
Yeah, that is really tough. Cosmo's going to lose the stock off of that one. But we finally get Peach down as well. And now Chase is the one who has to be careful here because you are farther behind. I'm sorry, no, Chase was the one who died. So
yeah.
MuteAce is still alive. Yeah,
yes.
So, yeah, I mean, you got to be careful.
Yeah, most definitely got to play your card safe here again. And MuteAce still hanging on to the first stock, 140%. Got the max range, or excuse me, almost max range to play with here, and gonna try to take this stock off of Light here. Trying to let Chap him, but again with that bracket, it's gonna clutch out, but actually Cosmos is gonna catch him with the up smash.
Chase not teching on the platform, that's not great, but MuteAce teching on the platform, that's also not great because you're still above Fox, it's not a great place to be. Having to get around. The maneuverability of Peach was put on full display in the earlier part of the set. Now we're kind of seeing her movement get stuffed out a lot of times by these preemptive hits. Wow, this okay. I love the Toad counter on the side B. Good stuff. Trying to force a tech on the side of the stage as well. Getting out of the way of the Prominence Revolt. MuteAce finding the Nair, and now we have a chance for Yellow Team.
Yeah, that was beautiful with that float into that Nair as well with the patience. That was very excellent coming from MuteAce. But again, Light is just tossing Chase right now. So this is, you know, it's going to be a tough one for Chase to get through right now. I mean, it all depends on it. Again, the instant restock. Yeah. It's going to be a brutal one here as everyone is on their last stock now.
Oh my god, it's getting bullied consistently. MuteAce just cannot get Chase out of this really, really dangerous situation every single time. Right now, Light is bearing down really quick run-ins with the dash attack. And of course, whether it's weak hit or strong hit, you're able to get so much off of that. The juggles are endless.
Yeah, it really all comes down to this, and MuteAce going for the chase on Light, but could not secure anything just yet. And here comes Chase, finding the back air,
there
and
it is.
It's gonna take the stock off of Light.
What? Oh my god, no way! What? Are you kidding me? What the? How did they win?
I don't know.
How did you win?
I don't know.